Hi YouTube, I'm back again, and today I'm reviewing 4 South African books that I actually think that you should go out and buy because I've read them and they are very engaging and very interesting. They have a lot of history in them, and I like them because they talk about everyday South African life and our past, and probably something that you can come across in your life. Sorry, my voice is kind of crusty because I'm tired. Nighttime. I think it's about 10:30 or something. And yeah, okay. Let me get to it. The first book that I'm gonna be reviewing, it's called Disgrace. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, Disgrace. It's written by J.M. Coetzee, a white South African guy who wrote this book, and I think he wrote it well because it's very interesting because it talks about a journey of this guy, a white guy, and he's deal with being old and just living in South Africa, falling in love with a varsity student. The guy was a lecturer and he fell in love and actually slept with a student. So from then on, consequences and just things go downhill because in the process his daughter was actually raped by a black man, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you guys, but it's very interesting because something happens in the end that's very interesting, and then it's twisted. It is twisted because should I say it? Should I not? Okay, let me just say it for you guys. The girl ends up being pregnant with the child of the person that raped her, and the person was black, and then she gets pregnant. Okay, I've mentioned this one, and then she decides to keep the child, and then I think at the end they actually see the person who raped her, and then they get along. How sick is that? Anyway, it's very nice. Go ahead and get it, guys. And it was the winner of a Nobel Prize for Literature 2003. So yeah, and the winner of the Booker Prize. So it's pretty interesting. Please, I will not lie to you. This is a great book. I don't just read any book, so this has to be good. So it is good. I liked it. So moving swiftly along, my second book, you guys should know this one. I don't know if many of you read it, but I think there was a movie made from this book. It's written by Alan Paton. It's called Cry the Beloved Country. It's a nice book. It's a nice book because it speaks about us South Africans and the apartheid era and stuff like that, and it's very interesting because in the end also it has a twist, and it's quite sad. If you guys saw the movie Cry the Beloved Country, you'd know that uh, it was heartbreaking and sad because someone dies at the end, and in prison, the apartheid jails, and people are hung just for stealing an apple or stuff. So it's very, very heartwarming and you'd understand where these people come from and the things that they went through, And if you remember in the movie, there was a scene of Sophia Town, because Sophia Town is the most known township in South Africa, next to Soweto, of course. It's very, very nice. It's a very nice movie, and this is a very, very nice book. If you haven't seen either, I'd suggest you go and read the book first, because it has all the juicy details that the movie doesn't have. And then you go and watch the movie, compare the two, and let me know. And please comment down here so I can know your views and what you thought of the movies and the books, and if you thought they were nice or not. Yeah, so moving along, my third book that I absolutely loved. This book, Recognize, Zakes Mda, my favorite author. I love this guy. Okay, next to Stephen King, of course, because I love horror books, or horror whatever. So Zakes Mda is called The Heart of Redness, Recognize. So this is a nice book because it actually talks about the history of Amaxhosa, two clans, and there's someone who's from the Mapondomse. If you're closer, you should know Mapondomse tribe, and they talk about the snake. The snake that visits the little kid. The snake that's not supposed to be killed. Do not kill the snakes of Amapondomse. You'll get bad luck. So anyway, Zakes Mda, Heart of Redness. And if you know about the story about Nongawuse and Nonkosi, those prophetess that said that the people were going to come, like, be brought back to life, and the white people will be cast away at sea, and they will go back to where they came from. Never happened, and thousands, maybe millions, I don't know, thousands of Amaxhosa died because of those two prophetess or whatever. So these are the pictures, and this is actually inside the book. Okay, I think the oldest, this one, is Nongawuse, and this one is Nonkosi. It's very interesting. So yeah, this, if you didn't know, this is Zakes Mda. I know most of you know him. I think he's still alive. Yeah. So he's a great writer. I love him. I love his books. And yeah, this is an interesting, and it's very, very funny. It's very funny. Believe me, if you read this, you will not stop smiling. So don't read it in a bus or a taxi, because people will think you're crazy. Just like the following book that I'm gonna review now. This is hilarious. Let me just say it again. It's hilarious. It's very funny. It's called Some of My Best Friends Are White. And can you see? There's a coconut there. It's very funny. And it says it's written by Ndumiso Ngobo. I've seen him a couple of times. He was interviewed in Nolin Mohanatango's what's the show called? Yeah, that one. Okay. And it says here, subversive, thoughtful. Oh, okay. Subversive thoughts from an urban Zulu warrior. This is a nice book, and you're gonna laugh. It's very, very, very funny. I loved it. I love the way the person writes it. It's a mixture of Tsotsital, Kasi talk, and Zulu and English mixed into one. It's very, very, very funny. So I've read this. I've loved it. And actually, a friend of mine recommended because it was, yeah, she read it and she thought I should read it, and I read it in a bus, and people were staring at me and were like, is this chick crazy or what? And I'm like, ugh. Anyway, it's very nice, guys. Please go out and get this one. It's very nice. You won't regret it because they talk about everything from being stuck in a taxi between two big mamas. You know how that's like, or how stubborn taxi drivers are, how their driving is from varsity life, sharing a dorm, people not coughing up money to buy groceries, like 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 the faults that we have as black people, like we like we don't have money. No, we pretend we have money, but we don't have nothing. And how white people just save. They save and they're not afraid to just say, hey man, you owe me money. Black people, we don't say that. We don't say you owe me money because we're gonna say, hey bro, hawa vele uyongibuza ngemali i-10 rand. Oh, come on. And white people don't play that. They're like, hey man, I want my money. I borrowed you money, so where's my money? That's how they are. So there's lots of things in here that talk about things like that, or conversations as black people, conversations that white people have. Their silly nature, the way they talk. Do you really understand what white people talk about? Huh? I mean, come on. Anyway, those are my 4 books. Very interesting. Don't forget Disgrace by J.M. Coetzee. Cry the Beloved Country by Ellen Patton. The Heart of Redness by Zex Mda. And Some of My Best Friends Are White by Ndumiso Ngcobo. This is very nice. So please guys, go and get at least one of the books, or just go to the library and read some, and then just come and comment right here below. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the videos, hate them, I care, but just say anything that's on your mind, guys. Just say anything, comment on anything, and then yeah, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will be doing an update soon on the books that I've just done. No, I'm gonna be actually doing updates on other books, and hopefully I'll have more books to read. And if you want to recommend a book that I should read, I would love to read it. And yeah, just leave your comments and your suggestions below. If you want to suggest with a video, that's fine, because I love watching your video, guys. And yeah, this is from me, Prinny Babe from South Africa. So thank you very much for taking the time for listening to what I have to say to you today, tonight, whatever time that you're watching this video. So yeah, peace, love ya.